So welcome, Neha. Can you first describe your role in your school? What are your various responsibilities, primary responsibilities, secondary responsibilities?
So I joined the school as a yoga teacher. And so my primary role is as a yoga teacher. And I have also started working as a house parent for this academic year.
It's a
So these,
residential school that you work in.
it's a residential school in Andhra Pradesh.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're also a house parent, you said.
Yes. I'm a house parent for senior girls, grade 10 to 12.
Okay. Is there anything else apart from yoga that you teach or you help in?
Yeah, so I volunteer for Kalari too. So our
What is
school
that? Can you
provides.
tell our viewers what is Kalari Paitu?
Yeah, so Kalari is an ancient martial arts from Kerala. So for the last 14 years, our school has been teaching Kalari and we get a teacher, resource teacher from Kerala. So he comes every month and he teaches students. And then for the rest of the term, rest of the month, I make children practice Kalari
So do you know Kalari Paitu? Are you also trained?
So I'm trained in karate. So I've been practicing karate. So I joined here as a volunteer because I couldn't continue my karate practice when I came here. So I joined to learn Kalaripayattu because Kalaripayattu is the mother of karate, mother of all ancient martial arts in the
I
world. Yeah. So karate comes from Kalaripayattu. So I was very happy to join. So when I joined, I realized that the more I teach students, the more I practice with students. So it helps them and it helps us. It helps me before our teacher comes next month to teach new techniques again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So roughly how many days do you spend like this practicing with the children, volunteering to help them out in Kalaripayat?
I used to do. I mean, every academic year our schedule is very different because our school is
Sure,
very flexible.
sure.
So till now, for the last 3 years, what I've been doing is we practice twice a week at least.
Okay, that's a lot. And how many students?
So we have approximately 45 students from the grades across grade 4 to 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a lot of work. You teach yoga, you're a house parent for senior girls, and you volunteer to get the students to practice Kalaripayattu.
Yes, Akka.
So, in all these roles, how do you know that as a committed teacher, am I really doing my best? Am I doing my job well? Is it fulfilling the expectations of the parents, the children, the management? How do you gauge?
I gauge, Akka, that how the students come to my class with which enthusiasm, which with excitement. That is my gauging point. And when I see that at the end of the class or in the next class, my student has not come with excitement, with enthusiasm on time, I feel I've done something I have missed. And when I see that, because it's a residential school, we communicate with children all day, in the
Yes.
dining hall and other classes. So I see that enthusiasm and, they're learning or they'll come and tell me, Akka, we did this and, we are happy we learned this. So I know I'm doing well. But
Right.
when that doesn't come, I start thinking where did I go wrong? What did I miss? What do I need to do?
Okay. So far, Neha, where have you experienced the most success? You felt like, yes, I did it.
I will say A, Kalari
Oh,
the kind of excitement I saw, children being on time and no excuses. And then even after 2 hours of rigorous practice, they don't want to go back and things. Yeah. And they want to do again and again and again and again. So there I saw the maximum, my,
impact.
yeah, yeah. And then second, I would say yoga and also house parenting. House parenting is a very new role for me.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So I find this interesting because you are basically a qualified yoga teacher
Yes, Akka.
and you were volunteering for Kalaripayattu.
Yes, Akka.
But that turned out to be more fulfilling or more impactful than what you're trained to do. Why do you think that is so?
So I reflected upon this a lot because this has been bothering me for more than 2 years. That why? And I kept asking my seniors and others and my mentors and my teachers. So what I realized is honestly that when I have to do a job for my primary role, which I am supposed to perform, I started controlling things, like 2 plus 2 should be 4. If I'm doing certain things, this result should come. And I failed there. But when I was volunteering for Kalari Bear 2, I didn't have any expectations in the form of results. because I was just working. I was just doing my job and I was enjoying my job. Though I enjoy teaching yoga, I love teaching yoga, but somewhere my, I would say, insecurity or, the zeal to prove myself was more
Ah.
compared to teaching. So
So
this
you were free from the
proved
constraint of
myself.
proving yourself in
Yes,
Kalaripayattu because that was
yes,
just something voluntary.
yes,
And
yes.
so you were relaxed and you were doing it with joy.
Yes. And I was getting the results, but I didn't realize it. It took me 2 years of, thinking, reflecting, attending sessions, and basically after my mentors and teachers here, that why? And then I realized,
So when you are doing something with enjoyment like this,
yes.
you're free from rigidity, what is the priority in your mind?
So my priority was just to do my job. Then the
It's
result,
not your job. You were just volunteering. What was your priority? Who was
the
your priority?
my priority was the students. So, we are
Ah,
here. My priority was the students, that I'm here for the students. And what is right for the students? There was no Neha. There was no Neha teacher. We'll do it for the students. I was getting the results. And then I reflected, why is it not happening in yoga? Because this is my drawback or something, that I was, how is Neha as a yoga teacher is doing in the class?
that was your focus,
That was my focus.
not the
I,
students.
not the students. In my back of the mind, the focus what my students. But what
Always.
I realized is, when I compared the two, what I realized is,
Ah,
what am I doing here in Kalaripayattu? What am I doing in my yoga class? So in my yoga class, my
mm.
priority was Neha yoga teacher. At the best, I am the yoga teacher. I have to prove myself. It was me.
That
But
that will always cause tension. No, there's a knot. There's a tight knot.
there was a tight knot, and I wanted to control the results. If I'm doing this should be the result. But in Kalaripayattu, I was not controlling any results. And then I realized that I was giving my 100% in
Ah.
Kalaripayattu, and I was thinking that I'm giving my 100% in yoga, but I was not. To my
We can't.
students,
We
I was
can't.
not.
When we become the main person, main
Yes,
focus, we can't give 100% in anything.
yes.
What about house parenting, Neha?
House parenting is something that I feel very satisfied. It's a very challenging job and first time, but at the same time, I'm really enjoying house parenting because I know that's not my primary role. I'm here. Let me
There you
see.
are. Mm.
I let me see. Okay, this is my, and because our school has
You
given
don't
me,
mind making mistakes. You'll go back
yeah,
and
yeah,
correct.
I learn. I'll see. Okay, and then it was a big responsibility. It is a big responsibility. And again, in house parenting, my focus were the girls, students. Am I doing the right job for them? Is it the right thing for them? But as a yoga teacher, I thought, I know.
Mm.
But that was my mistake. I don't know. I'm still have to know. Every day
Amazing.
I
So
have
this
to
can
know.
apply no matter what subject a teacher is teaching. I
Yes.
know is a teacher's biggest enemy. I have experienced that myself as a teacher. So now that you came upon this insight, what are you doing differently or what do you plan to do differently so that you are as successful or at least almost as successful in yoga as you have been in Kalaripayat?
So Akka, this reflection or this awareness came all more than a month ago. And then I decided consciously, whenever I'm in my class, I enter my class every morning, I consciously tell myself, I am here for the students. Yoga is for the students, is for the students. And sometimes, when I become this in the morning, why aren't they on time? Why is it happening? Immediately I tell myself, not yoga, Neha, the yoga teacher, the students. And moment that thought comes and that awareness is there, changes started happening.
What
So,
kind of changes, for
so
instance?
what happened? One day, I had a chance to, meet senior students. We had a substitution class, and I went to meet them. And I asked them that, what do you want from yoga? When you come for a yoga class, you want to come in the morning. I never asked this them because I thought I know. What do you want? And these grade 11th and 12th students, they came up with beautiful answers. So, few students said, we started writing it down. What do you want? Few students said that, Akka, I am not interested. I don't know what meditation is. And I feel I'm mentally strong. My breathing is fine. I want to work on my physical strength. I feel that, physically I need more strength. Then there was some few students said, when we wrote down, few students said, Akka, I'm all fine. My immunity is very weak. I want yoga to come for the immunity. Then there were two students who said, Akka, I don't care, about this. I want to be spiritual.
Oh.
I only want to sit and do meditation. So
Mhm.
I was like, it was an eye opener. The students are so aware of what they want. They are aware what yoga can offer them.
Yes, at 11th
Yeah,
and 12th are pretty mature.
pretty matured. And the fourth thing, my question was that I didn't give them space to come to me to tell me that this is what they want. I never asked them because I thought
Because you knew. You thought you knew. Yes.
yeah, because I thought I knew. I didn't ask them. So then I told them that, okay, let's start working towards it.
Wonderful.
And then I started working towards it, that, how and what. So I then started programming few things like, for immunity, I asked them that, okay, what sort of immunity? Then someone said that he has polyps, someone has sinusitis, someone has cold. I said, okay, there's a practice gel neti. Let's start practicing. And then when I started teaching them gel neti, it was always like it is for the student, not what I did. Because when I learned gel neti, I learned as a student, not as a patient, someone whom I need.
Ah,
So here they need it. So one-on-one, two, three students come, who needs, they come. And then I started getting results that, suppose the day they have an exam early morning, 8:15, 9 o'clock, then that day they are exempted. It's optional whether you want to come for yoga or not.
yeah.
But yesterday, one student, called, Akka, today I'm going for an excursion and, there'll be water and, we'll be taking bath in the river and the ocean and something. So today morning, I want to again do my Jalniti. Though he has been practicing for 3 weeks, and every time I ask him, how's the nose? Akka, all fine. Akka, see, I can breathe. My, blockage is gone. I'm absolutely fine. He said, I just want to do it for once today and we'll go. He came in the morning. He had an exam at 8:15. Three students came in the morning.
Wow.
And these are the students, senior students who had exams today. And they came.
That is something remarkable. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And one more thing happened in my yoga classes, people who wanted to do strength, like, they want to build up strength. We said, Chalo, when I was a student, I built up strength with 108 Surya Namaskars.
Yes.
2 months of, academic session left. We have 2 months, let's reach there. And we started. So we have a plan. I made a plan for them, for ourselves, that we'll follow this plan and let's see. Because I have not done this with young students yet,
Mm.
So I was like, okay, we'll see. I will not promise you we'll do it. We'll see how things go.
Yes.
And every day when we started increasing the intensity, we started increasing the practice.
Mm.
Students start coming running to my class. Akka, I don't want to miss the warm-ups.
Mm.
Akka, let's do more. Akka, we have done 48. Next target is 72. When are we doing?
Mm.
And none of the students had any aches and pains, any uneasiness
Mm.
for the last 1 month, which is a miracle.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. So the takeaway I'm getting from this is that what we regard ourselves as expert in, we tend to lose our humility. We become arrogant that I know.
Ego, I know. Yeah.
But this I know is absent in a new field. We are totally learner, beginner, and that humility allows a lot of open space, and we can actually get results when we are free of that. I have to prove myself.
Yeah, this was there. I have to prove. And I have to prove myself. And why am I not getting the calculated results? It will
That's
not work. And this quote from Bhagavad Gita, which you reminded me of a few weeks back, I went through it. And as a yoga teacher, I have by hearted it. And then I started reading it. I said, am I really practicing it? Karmarne vadhikaraste. I am not doing my karma as a duty that I have to do. Ma phaleshu uh,
Ma phale
karmarne
kadach.
vadhikaraste. Ma phaleshu kadachana. No, but I was so interested in the results.
But that's very natural, no? That's the way we are wired.
Yeah.
The whole society around us is telling us succeed, succeed, get results, get high marks, get high money, get big salary, Mercedes, bungalow. It's always the result we are focused on. So if you can stay away from that, you've really achieved something. That true meaning of yoga you have got.
Thank you, Akka. And I'm so grateful to my teachers and my mentors who helped me,
Very nice.
come out of that my I-ness.
Beautiful.